Charlie, like everywhere else, your game against Sunderland was postponed at the weekend. What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, we were preparing for it as normal right until the time it got called off, so it's a bit of a situation to have 2 weeks off in a row, but I think we've had a good 2 weeks. We've had a good 2 weeks training. We're definitely raring to go again.
Obviously, you haven't played since the 27th of August, which was against Durham. Good to get a win. Has this caused some difficulties preparing yourself for a match day?
Sort of, as in you like to carry that momentum from a win onto the next game, and we're eager to get back out against Sunderland, but then things happen, don't they? And obviously it is a tragic event that's happened, but I think all the girls are ready to go. We're ready to, I still feel that momentum going in training, so I think we're all ready to go.
How have you managed to keep yourself motivated since Durham? Obviously you came on and you have been playing, you came on at Blackburn and at Durham, and you can see the impact that you are bringing. How do you keep yourself motivated to bring that every game?
I think my role in the team right now is as that impact player. So in training, I try and watch how the player in front of me is training. I always watch how the person that I think I'll be playing against is playing, like left foot, right footed, and I'm always prepared for that, just that shout that you're ready to go, you're ready to go on. I always feel that.
What are your personal hopes and expectations of the season?
I think this season it'll be massive for me to be getting minutes. I think that's where I lacked a lot last season. And as part of my development now, I think it's just crucial to be getting them minutes and progressing forward and hopefully just taking a shirt and getting into that starting lineup, really.
How proud do you feel to play for Sheffield United?
It's brilliant. It's my hometown. And just to play at Bramall Lane even, it's outstanding. I'm a Sheffield girl myself, and I just think it's just like a club I've always been part of, to be part of the fittest team, to finally be playing as well. I'm really proud, yeah.
You mentioned playing at Bramall Lane this season. What does it feel like playing at the ground, and being able to walk out the tunnel and think this is my home for the rest of the season?
It's just unreal. When you're here, I've started coming to games when I was about 12, 13, along with when I joined the academy. And just to hear the sound, the song that the men always play, the traditional Sheffield United song, I think it's just a brilliant experience, really.
Is it quite emotional?
It can be at times, yeah.
Obviously, earlier this year, you got called up for England. What was that like?
Yeah, I just think it was just such a shock because I'd never really been involved in anything to do with England, and to finally get that call up, I put in so many months of hard work to get to the point where I was ready to play at that level, and it was just really nice to sort of reap the rewards from that.
Obviously you are a young player. Is there anyone in particular that you look up to in the team?
Yeah, I've got to say Courtney Sweetman-Kirk. For me, she's always been there in football. She's so impactful with what she does, and when I've watched women's football and when I've been in and around it, she's always been that person to look up to, but not just as a player because of how hard she works, because she puts the hours in, but as a person, she's so genuine and honest, and it's just nice to have that role in the team.
I actually remember seeing you at Tramlines. I don't know if you remember. You were with your friend that was a referee, and I remember you saying that this season was going to be the season that you really prove yourself. Do you think that is, the main focus of the season? Yeah,
I hope so. I've been working all through pre-season to get the opportunity that Redders has given me. And I think I'm so ready to just take that and run with it.
What kind of a person how important is Redders to be around and influencing how you play?
I think Redders is very big on youth players, and that's brilliant for me. He's such a genuine guy. He'll tell you what you want to, not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear more than anything. But I think he's got a good grasp on the group. We're a really tight-knit group now, and I think a lot of that is down to Redders, to be honest.
Coventry at the Lane on Sunday. What can we expect?
I think Coventry's a new side. They're a different Coventry than we've seen last season, but nonetheless, we're still really prepared. I think we know what we expect, and I think, especially following the Durham performance and knowing that pitch, I think it suits us massively. I think you can expect a goal fest, to be honest.
They haven't obviously won a game this season yet. Do you think that's something that could be a bit of a threat, the fact that they are going to want to, you know, start getting points on the table?
Yeah, definitely. They're a team that fights. You've seen that last season. They do very well to avoid relegation, and I think even with the new side, they do seem to have a lot of fight in them, and we are prepared for that.
How important are the fans going to be on Sunday?
Massive. They're always massive. Like, I love seeing people get down to Lane. It's just brilliant to have that sort of that home support. I think we missed that last season playing at Chesterfield, and now that we're more in Sheffield, I think it's just nice to see the fans, to see the girls that come along. Like, it's just really nice. You
were quite an advocate during the Women's Euros, and I remember reading that you said that the Lionesses have changed people's perceptions on women's football. Do you think a lot of people after the Euros are going to get down to Bramall Lane this season?
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's a great local place for sort of girls around the areas to come down. I never really had that when I was growing up. I had sort of like lesser teams, and we never played in the big stadiums, but I think it's nice to have that proper interactions with your fans and then being able to see it on such a big scale as well.